Jesus sent them language today to do that. Recording in progress. We're playing to the next one. Jose told Jake we're closer. I don't know if you went out with Jose.
Yeah, you guys can get synced up on that, because if you have them going in this direction, because that, what happens is they get confused, and then they freeze. They communicate, and when they're quick, we should, like, if you would go out with somebody else, communicate, yes.
I decided to take a chance and see what BCI had to offer.
Chris, yeah, just stand by your
Hello?
When I'm done, you'll do yours. Got it.
Sí.
Hello, hello. Everything good? Everything good? Can you hear? Yeah, okay, perfect. All right, everyone. I'm very happy and excited to have everyone here for our weekly webinars. We do these every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. This webinar is to go over the veteran tours that we do here in Dominican Republic, Punta Cana. During this presentation, we will go over everything that is included on this tour, what to expect. We also have some videos so that you can visualize what you'll be doing when you come here. And then at the end, we have a special guest that we will have a quick 15 to 20 minute interview with. And then the final section of the webinar will be questions. If you have any questions during the webinar, you can type it in the chat, and then we will get to it at the end. All right? So we'll go ahead and get straight into it. Okay. So let's start off with the brands that are involved with the Veterans Tour. So the primary brand is Veterans Care International. That is the clinic. So that is the company that is in charge of everything medical related on the tour. Then we have Where Veterans Are VIP. That is the brand that coordinates all of the activities. Everything outside of medical is coordinated through Where Veterans Are VIP. And then we have the Foundation Punta Cana, which is the foundation that is covering for a lot of the amenities that we include outside of the medical part on the tour. Okay, so those are the three brands. Then I want to quickly introduce myself as well. My name is Jalen Reinhardt. I am the General Director here at Veterans Care International. I was born in Philadelphia, the United States. So I am American, but I was raised here in Punta Cana. I moved here when I was around 4 to 5 years old. So I grew up here for many, many years. I came when there was not a lot of stuff going on, and now we have veteran clinics in Punta Cana, so that's a great improvement. I also want to introduce, or I want him to introduce my co-host.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
My name is Brian Scott Smith. Hello, everybody. I'm very excited to be back. Thank you, Jalen, for inviting me back. I am co-hosting. It's a very exciting time. I'm a retired Army officer, 22 years in the Army. I'm from East Orange, New Jersey, so I've got those Jersey roots, and I'm just here to serve veterans.
Amazing, amazing. Perfect. All right, so Brian, let's talk about why Punta Cana out of all the other countries.
Yeah, that's a great question. Why Punta Cana? Well, for me, there's a lot of reasons, but I'll just touch on a few. One, the natural beauty. If you've ever come to the Caribbean, you would love to come to Dominican Republic and Punta Cana. The beaches, there's multiple beaches, from light sand beaches all the way out to black sand beaches, the palm trees, the ocean, and let's not forget the climate.
Yes.
So that's one thing that I'm really excited about. Also, the economic growth. A lot of you don't know, but tourism is one of the greatest things that's happening here in Dominican Republic. Last year alone, there were 11 million people that traveled to the Dominican Republic. And right around 60% of those people came to Punta Cana.
Yep.
Incredible.
Yes.
The last thing I want to talk about is safety. It's
Yes.
very important. As a military person, safety is very important, not only for the people that are coming here, but also if you're going to live here. So safety is very important. The one thing that they have here in Punta Cana is what they have is the Polator. It's a police force that just pretty much walks around the whole entire city to ensure that people are safe when they're here on their vacation.
Yes.
So there's an awesome way to enjoy your stay.
Perfect, perfect. So yeah, a couple reasons as why Punta Cana. All right, so now let's get into what is included on the tour. What can you expect on these 7 days? So let's get straight into it. The main thing that you can expect is the medical. All right, this is a veterans tour with a focus on medical. So you will visit the different medical facilities that we have here. You will also have customized, individualized treatment plans. That's something very unique. So when you come here, or before you come here, we always ask for a disability breakdown letter. Okay? And the disability breakdown letter, we give it to our doctor so that she can review it, she can schedule all of your appointments before you even get here, and then when you get here, you have everything set up as far as all the different specialists, and if you need x-rays, if you need lab work, and different things like that. Also, you will have opportunities to build connections with fellow veterans. This is a group experience, so it's a tour. You have around all the way from, sometimes we have 3 veterans, all the way to, actually this tour that just got in today is the biggest tour we've ever had. We have a total of 12 veterans.
Yes. Yes.
12 veterans here in Punta Cana. It's a very, very big milestone for us. This is something we've been working on since the first tour. And we plan on continuing to increase the numbers because there's so much demand. Yes. So many veterans want to come. Every single day we have multiple registrations. Future dates are getting booked up. I know this tour was full like a couple weeks before we even got to it. So everything is going great. And like I said, just to go back to the presentation, you will build strong connections with the veteran. Do you want to speak a little bit on that?
Yeah, I would love to. I mean, directly, with such a large group that came in today, I happened to be at Las Flores Hotel where they came in the Wellness Center. And this is the first time that I've seen the veterans when they come in. They're actually getting in the pool.
Yeah.
They're laying on the Chase lounges. They're having little drinks.
Yeah.
And you can see that the task tension is down now. They're really feeling comfortable.
Good.
So I'm excited to see how they're maneuvering themselves into the hotel and the Wellness Center.
Right. That's great. That's great. And so we also have guided tours of real estate. This is optional. So if you are interested in either investment properties or relocating potentially to Punta Cana, we will show you rental options, also options for purchasing properties. We have land, we have pre-construction, built already, 1, 2, 3 bedrooms. Essentially whatever you're looking for, we have it. And that's optional. Then we also have the activities, and the way we structure these tours is in the morning, that's when you'll have most of the medical appointments. And then in the afternoon, every day in the afternoon, we plan a different activity. So for example, we do things like movie night, we do game night, we do dance class, we do excursions, we do beach day. So we have a whole different variety of activities that we do as a group in the afternoon after the medical. All right, so now that I have explained what is included, now I want to show this tour recap video so that you can visualize and see what I essentially explained and what you can expect on the tour.
Chance and see what BCI had to offer, and
Daydream. I fell asleep amid the flowers.
Here is the best. In United States, the only thing you do is go to the hospital. They just you sit down with the doctor, and they just asking questions, and they look more the computer, putting all information than what they're talking to you, what they recommended to you, and everything.
I highly recommend this beautiful facility to any veteran in the United States, and come here, get better treatment, more professionalism, and outstanding service.
While you're here, you will receive some of the best primary health care that you could ever imagine. For me, I had some issues with my feet, with my hearing, and so when I came here, they were able to focus more one-on-one with me, and what a way for the veteran to get that kind of assistance where they treat you more like a person than a number.
And just come, don't be afraid. It's gonna change your life. Coming here was a revitalization for me. It lifts whatever sadness you're feeling. You're just so happy when you come here, especially when you're coming from a place that's cold, you know? I loved all the activities that you guys had planned. It was just amazing for me. I can't get enough of it. I'm very pleased, and I will be back. Get your airfare together. Just save a little money for lunch. That's all you have to pay for.
BCI medical team hospitality was incredible. I had never seen a group of people that would come to you, and not only come to you, but be willing to help you with all your needs and all your concerns. They answer all my questions. I never thought that they were going to be able to do all this stuff with us in a short period of time.
All right, so now that we have watched the 2-minute recap, now I want to show a couple clips of the doctors, a couple of the doctors that you will be seeing here. So we first have our physical therapist, Perla, and then we'll have our psychologist, Francisco.
I am honored to work with veterans because I know how much they have sacrificed. So I want to help you, veteran, regain your strength, your mobility, your confidence. It is my goal to guide you in every step of the way to getting back to doing all the things that you love. So if you're a veteran, we wait for you here at Veterans Care International.
I'm Francisco Dupul, the clinical psychologist here at VCI. I was born and raised in Santo Domingo, and I finished high school as a cadet at Riverside Military Academy in Gainesville, Georgia, where many of my instructors were U.S. veterans, and their mentorship guides my work to this day. My practice is trauma-focused. I help veterans turn painful memories into sources of strength, clarifying unhelpful thoughts, calming the body's stress response, and rebuilding emotional balance. When those pieces come together, sleep improves, anxiety eases, and a renewed sense of purpose takes hold. Serving veterans is a calling for me. Years of service can leave invisible wounds, and the courage that carry you through uniform deserves equal dedication in healing. Every session here is offered respect, safety, and practical hope. So my invitation is simple. Step inside, share your story, and experience how the right therapeutic space can restore clarity, connection, and confidence. It's an honor to walk that path with every veteran who enters our doors, and I look forward to welcoming you.
The care that you give here is
All right, so we just watched 2 videos of some of the medical professionals that you will see, just to give you an idea of course, the English, the passion that each of the doctors have. So now, at the last segment of the videos, I wanted to show 2 testimonials of 2 different veterans that have been here on past tours so that they can explain to you their experience when they were here.
I'm Francisco.
The care that you give here is phenomenal. They get you in, you're on a regular routine as far as when your care is done, and they take care of you. The staff is great. So please, if you have any problems, you haven't been able to get an MRI, see a psychiatrist, see a chiropractor, a massage therapist, come on over and enjoy, get you some treatment, and meet some other fellow veterans. I'm sure you'll love it.
I decided to take a chance and see what BCI had to offer, and I was amazed, pleased at the facilities, the beauty of the lodging, the deliciousness of the food, from start to finish, first class, and the friendliness of the staff. It was a home run all week.
All right, so we heard from 2 veterans who have been here. One of them actually came here twice already. So yeah, now let's get into what is not included on the tour. So flights are not included, so you do have to cover your own flight. All of the meals are not included. Most of them are. So let's take a pause on this point so that I can explain what is and is not included as far as food. So we have all of breakfasts are included, and then 6 out of the 7 is all of the lunches, and then 1 dinner out of the whole week is not included. So we do cover most of the meals for you. The transportation for all of the activities outside of the tour, that is not included. Alcoholic beverages, that is not included. And then the laundry at the hotel is not included, which means everything that you don't see here is included. Of course, transportation for all of the activities is included. The activities themselves and the excursions and everything that we plan is included. The hotel stay, so the 7 days at the hotel, that is included. Like I said, most of the meals are included. Everything medical related is included. Prescriptions, the appointments, any x-rays and lab works, like I said, everything that we do is included. And yeah, so what I've heard from multiple veterans, because we always get this question, is how much money, how much cash do I need to bring for these 7 days? And I have heard from multiple veterans that they do not spend more than $200. Okay, so you get everything taken care of other than a couple things, and with $200 and your flight, you're good to go. Also, one thing I want to mention, since we're talking about what is included, you are allowed to bring a +1. So as long as they sleep in the same bed as you, you're able to bring 1 person, and that +1 does have access to all of the activities, all of the meals that we have included, everything, again, all the activities that we do in the afternoon, the +1 can come. All right, so I also want to talk about some of the medical facilities that we will be visiting. Like I mentioned, Veterans Care International is taking care of everything medical related. Veterans Care International has 2 different locations where you will be visiting. One of the locations is the IMG Hospital, okay? So this hospital is actually US accredited, which means it's up to United States standards. They accept certain United States insurances as well. And we will be going to the IMG for certain appointments, like x-rays, if you need to do any x-rays, for the lab work, for the certain specialists that we don't have in-house, we can refer to IMG. So essentially, when you come here, you're getting all of the services that a hospital can offer. All right, now we have the second location, which is the Wellness Center.
The Wellness Center.
Yes.
And I've spent a lot of time at the Wellness Center, and it's a great opportunity for you to understand what really it feels like to be catered to, the meals alone. And I just want to mention that as a veteran to continually coming into the Wellness Center, one thing I like the most is when everybody comes down for breakfast in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like everybody's putting on any airs, because they just roll out of bed, wash up, and come on down, and it's not like everybody's trying to do their hair or anything.
Right.
And we sit down and have a great meal at breakfast. That's one of the key things that I really like about the Wellness Center is the breakfasts that's included, as you mentioned.
Right.
The 7-night stay from Tuesday to Tuesday, it gives you plenty of time to get all your appointments taken care of and have some free time to do some things and see some sights. The shuttle services, that's real important because your shuttle to and from all your appointments, to and from your lunches in the afternoon, and to and from all the activities and the excursions. And by the way, it's not just a shuttle service. We're in a 17 or 18 passenger Sprinter Mercedes van that has a microphone. You can do karaoke in there. I can tell you right now, we went on a trip the other day to Meaches, and people were on the bus or on the vehicle dancing.
Oh, wow.
On the aisles.
Yeah, it's that big.
It was incredible.
Nice.
And then lastly, the pool in the tropical garden. I'll just talk about the pool itself. I'm one to use the pool. I just told you about the veterans that are in the pool when they're coming in for the orientation, but the water is completely clear, and we love the pool the most because that's where our aquatic therapy is taking place at on Thursdays.
Yes.
So I'm real excited about the Wellness Center.
Amazing, amazing. And yeah, also we do give transportation to and from the airport.
Yes.
So that's why we do require your airport information or your flight information before coming so that we know what time and what terminal to pick you up and drop you off at the beginning and the end of the tour. Also at the Wellness Center, I want to highlight that this is where you will do most of your appointments. It is a hotel slash, so it's mostly hotels, and it has an area of the hotel where we have consultation rooms where you will see most of your doctors. This is a very, very, again, we receive great feedback on the fact that it's very convenient, that where you're sleeping is down the hall from where you will be doing your appointments. So again, you're not hopping out of bed. You don't have to drive somewhere, wait in a lobby or a waiting room. You can walk down the hall, do your appointments. Let's say you have an hour or two in between. You can go back to your room. You could take a nap. You could go to the pool area. You can relax. You could do some work. And then you can go back, finish up your appointments. So we make it very, very convenient and relaxing during this 1 week while you're getting all of your medical needs treated.
Can I just mention, Jay,
Yes.
that I have to just emphasize on this about the Wellness Center. And some of you guys will get it when you come to visit. It smells completely incredible in the Wellness Center. I don't know what the aromatherapy that they're using, but it just smells so great from the time that you walk into the actual lobby area, throughout the hallways, up to your room. I mean, it's just incredible. I don't know what type of incense or what's burning in there, but it's just incredibly smelling very well. So you guys are gonna love that when you come into the Wellness Center.
Yes, also very quiet too. We're not next to any major streets. You won't hear motorcycles, cars driving by. It's very secluded, relaxing area. All right, and then we also have the
Foreign Medical Program. The Foreign Medical Program, just to give you guys some history, you may or may not know this, but the Foreign Medical Program pretty much started at the end of World War II, primarily because there were so many military veterans that were taking what they call R&R. That acronym stands for Rest and Relaxation. And the rest and relaxation was not always in the United States. It was abroad. So the military wanted to find a way that they could accredit other clinics that they could actually have for veterans who needed to get care when they weren't at their home station or home of record, as they call it in the military. The Foreign Medical Program is a program that once you get approved for that program, you can use that anywhere in the world to an accredited institution or an accredited medical facility where you can get all your disabilities taken care of. I love the Foreign Medical Program. It's been around. And the one thing you want to keep in mind is that when you apply for the Foreign Medical Program here at the VCI program, what's going to happen in about 3 to 4 weeks after you receive your Foreign Medical Program information, you're going to get a letter from the VA stating that now all your disabilities have been covered under the Foreign Medical Program. And I think that's something that we really need to applaud because it's really happening right now.
Yes. And like Brian said, you do fill out the registration form here when you come. So we will give you the registration form. We'll print it out for you. You'll sign it. We'll email it to the FMP office. Then they, like Brian said, they'll let you know once you're approved. And once you're good to go, if you want to come back 2, 3, 4 different times, you don't have to keep registering. You're good to go after the first time.
Yes.
Perfect. All right, I also wanted to talk about the wellness side of the tour. So we definitely include and incorporate wellness as part of the tour and the medical part. We have the consultations, and then we have, again, the wellness. So we do things like morning meditation, breathing meditation. We do things like sound therapy. We've done yoga. We've done stretching. So we do a lot of different wellness activities, but these are going to be in the morning before you get into your medical appointments, I would say.
And it's early in the morning. It's 7:15 in the morning.
7:15, yes.
That's right.
Yes, so it's early in the morning.
Yes.
Here you can see a couple of the pictures. Also, this last tour, we visited a waterfall. We do that sometimes with horses. So that's nice. We do yoga. You can see here the sound therapy. All right. So we've gone through the presentation. Everything sounds very good. Now I want to be a part of this tour. How can I enroll? Well, it's very, very simple. All you have to do is go to www.veteranscareinternational.com, the name of the company. Then when you go to the website, you're going to go to the Veterans Tour tab. So you're going to see Veterans Tour. You're going to click on that, and then you will scroll to the bottom, and then you'll fill out the registration form. Okay, it's going to ask for simple things like your name, your email, and your phone number, and it's also going to ask if you're bringing a +1, and it's also going to ask what date you want to choose. Okay? And when you go on the registration form, before you get there, you'll be able to see all of the different dates that we have available. We do these tours 3 weeks out of every single month. So every month there's 3 weeks that we do them and 1 week that we don't. You can pick whichever one works best with you. And what will happen is once you fill out the registration form, someone will call you on your phone number, and they will answer any questions, clarify any doubts, make sure everything is good to go. And then, after that, all you have to do is book your flight. I definitely want to emphasize this, that in order for you to have your spot secured on the tours, now that we are starting to get booked up, you have to send proof of your flight. Okay, every tour we get 20, 30 people interested. We can't have 20 to 30 people. So it's pretty much the first 12 or 13 that send in their flights and their documents, you will be confirmed for that tour, and then the rest, they will be notified that unfortunately the tour is booked up, okay? If you have any questions, any complications, if you fly on standby or something like that, please let us know. Contact us and we will see what we can do. Here on the screen, I have the different tour dates. You can take a screenshot, take a look. Like I said, we do have this on the website. All of the dates up until December. So yeah, all the dates up until December, you can pick whatever works best with you and come on down.
Can I drop a plug for one of the dates, Jay?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, let me just drop a plug for one of the dates that's going on right now. I love promoting for the next event. And the next event that we have going on, which is going to be tremendous, is the Memorial Day celebration.
Yes.
On May 26th. It's a Monday here in Punta Cana at Las Flores Hotel and Wellness Center. Hopefully we're going to have a link that you can log on and see some of the activities that will be going on here at the Wellness Center. But keep that date in mind. May 26th, Memorial Day. We're going to have a Memorial Day celebration at Las Flores Hotel and Wellness Center.
Yes. We're very excited about that. We have the tour will be in town. The current tour will be in town
Yes.
to be a part of that. So that's going to be very, very exciting. But now this is the section of the presentation where we get into the interview and we get to meet our special guest. So I will let him introduce himself and who he is. But here we have Angelo. So Angelo, who are you?
Hi. Thank you so much, Jalen and Brian, for having me here. So my name is Angelo Vera, and I'm one of the partners and the CEO of Las Flores Hotel and Wellness Center here in Punta Cana. I'm originally from Belgium, but I've been living here for 4 years, for 4 very happy years. And my background is in marketing and publicity, but recently I shifted my whole life to really meaningful experiences that are focused on mental and physical well-being. And that's also what led us to the vision behind Las Flores Hotel and Wellness Center. And that's why I also feel that the tour is such a great match. Because Las Flores is not just a place, it is really a reset, refocus, healing opportunity for everyone that just walks through the door. It's a place that every time that I go there, I feel like I go with a purpose, and I'm so happy every day that I go there just because of the people and the mission that we have.
Good.
It's just so great. Yeah, being part of this just... It changes everyone. Everyone that touches the program or touches the hotel, it just changes the life because you want to make a difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very well said. Very well said. So yeah, Angela, we have a couple questions for you. Like you mentioned, so you're part of the hotel and the wellness center where you will spend most of your time on the tour. So talk to us about the rooms. If I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to be staying here, help me visualize what I can expect.
Oh, yeah.
For that.
I mean, the rooms, we are in a Caribbean country.
Yes.
And I want to bring nature inside. So the rooms are carefully designed with bringing nature inside. We work with a local wood, which is an acacia wood. It's a sustainable wood because we do want to bring a bit of the sustainability back into the hotel. It smells really nice. And I want to comment on you, the scent that we have in the hotel is a couple of different ones. Okay. And as you walk in, it's orchids.
Okay.
Tropical orchids to really get that inside-outside feel. And then as you go into the second floor, you have manzanilla, which is like an apple tree. So you definitely have this really good experience of scents, and I'm happy that you noticed. So the rooms are, it's not that we have big rooms, they're just nice, like comfortable rooms, but big queen size bed. There's a fridge, mini fridge, always nice, especially in a tropical country because we need water, we need to cool it down. We have showers with hot water, television that has all US channels. So yeah, I think it's a great room to be in.
And how comfortable are the beds, would you say?
I picked out the mattresses myself because I just love a good mattress, and they are very comfy. They're the right blend between just enough support and also like that comfy, oozy feel, like I'm gonna have a great night.
Perfect.
Yeah. And I just like to say that, Angelo, I've known you for over 4 months, but I feel like I've known you for some years now. Your energy is so fulfilling, and for me, each time I see you, you know, it just happens. We embrace because that energy attracts energy. I'm just very excited to know you.
Thank you.
But the question I have for you is, how did you create the aesthetic in the hotel itself? Because it's very movable and flowing when you're walking through the whole entire hotel, from the lobby area or the check-in station to the eating area to the pool, then all through the hotel. I'm just wondering, how did you create that aesthetic?
I basically wanted to create a place that I would want to live in, and that's the vibe that I want when people walk through the door. It's like you could just move it.
Yeah.
Take out the hotel, you just want to be here. And that's why a lot of people come back, because it feels so homely.
Yeah.
It feels just very comfortable, and it's okay. I love good design. I love elements that look very nice, but I love comfort above anything, and I like when things look aesthetically pleasing. And for me, I grew up with a lot of social media, and the aesthetic is very important. So when I see a place, I want to be able to just take a snapshot, and it just looks as if it's a Pinterest board.
Wow.
Good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, and for me also, and I've stayed at the Wellness Center numerous times, I got to tell you that the towels, you know, it's not like, you know, in some hotels, the towels won't even wrap around you completely. The towels that we use when we're in the bathroom and everything, the towels are like pool towels. I mean, they're like huge towels that you can take a towel and put over your head and it drops all the way down to the ground. So I'm really happy that you have that selection of towels, and the cloth, it's very soft. Did you, find out a different way, or what made you choose that style?
Honestly, we've really looked into things that, like I said, comfort first, but also, I mean, veterans are big guys.
Yeah.
Big guys. So you have to be able to wrap around completely and dry up and feel good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we really looked into good quality. And honestly, Punta Cana has a nice selection of good stores and providers, which I love to work with, and that can give us that good experience. Yeah.
Amazing. Perfect. So I also wanted to speak a little bit about the food. So we have a chef, and we also have a bar area with some different drinks. So talk to me about food and drinks wise. What can I expect when I come?
It's mostly recognizable food, so we don't doing like crazy things that you cannot recognize what the food is, but we give it a little bit of a tropical flair, right? We have delicious vegetables and fruits. Fruits here taste so much better than on any country I've been. Vegetables like an avocado or chinola, whatever it is, they look so appetizing. Like an avocado is triple the size of where I come from.
That's true.
Where I come from, they're so small. Here, they're so delicious, so fatty and great. So we work with mostly locally sourced products, and our chef is a chef with a lot of experience that knows how to create great Dominican food, but also knows U.S. cuisine. So being able to blend those things together, it makes it recognizable for you as veterans that want to come here to the hotel, but also just have that nice Dominican, Caribbean cuisine, because it is good food.
Yeah. Definitely. Perfect. And then I also wanted to have one more quick question, then Brian, you can ask one.
Okay.
I wanted to talk about specifically what we do when we start and what we do when we end.
Yeah.
I know, Angelo, you're a part of the opening and closing ceremony, so I would love to hear what is the opening and closing ceremony.
All right. So I'm gonna go a little bit back. When we started doing this, I always felt like, okay, medical, okay, great, and discovering Punta Cana, fine. But for me, healing starts from inside. It starts from energy. It starts from the soul. It starts from mindset. So I always felt like, okay, I've done this. I went through a couple of things, and I did a lot of research, and I had some tools and therapies that helped me. And one day it just clicked. I said, you know what? I've done this, and it helped me. Where I am today is because of all of this, and I wanted to give back. I wanted to share these experiences, these moments, these tools. I always start my opening ceremony with a toolbox, right? Saying, okay, this week, see it as a toolbox. It's an empty toolbox right now. Throughout the week, you're gonna get more tools so that when you go home or whenever you feel like it, you can open that toolbox and learn new things. And that is really gonna help you. So the opening ceremony, the first thing that I do is, you're gonna experience so much new things. When you come to Punta Cana, you're on this tour, oh my God, be open to what we're gonna have for you in the program. But you cannot let it in if your luggage or your backpack is full. So we're letting go. That's the first thing that we do. We use a fire letting go ceremony to make space for all the beauty that is going to happen throughout the week. And sometimes we feel like we have to carry a lot of the weight, but we don't. And when you let go of the weight and you can just take that backpack with some less weight, it just makes everything more nice. And it doesn't have to be that heavy. And so I think the opening ceremony really sets the tone for healing throughout the whole week. And it's nice to see that everyone, not a single person that has walked through that door has felt that this was not the right thing to open the tour with. And I'm so grateful that everyone is always coming back to me after that first session is like, oh my God, I loved it. And I'm like, okay, this is why we're doing this. And then the closing ceremony is, I love a full circle moment. I love to start with something powerful and end with something equally powerful, because that's what we want. We want you to be able to take something back home as meaningful as this whole tour is, and to really give you something that you can look back at. That's the main thing. If you need it, open up your toolbox and look at what you did this week. Look at all of the tools we gave you, the healing moments that you experienced, the people that you met, the food you ate, the moments that really made you reflect and say, you know what, I needed this. And you can look at it every time that you want. And you know what, you can come back. We're still here, and we will be here.
Well, I like to say that, and you military folks that are on this particular Zoom tonight, you can probably attest to what I'm about to talk about. I'm talking about command climate. Command climate is very important when you're in the military. It's from the top down. And what I want to applaud you is your command style and your climate at the hotel. The reason why I'm saying this is because the staff members at that hotel and wellness center are so courteous, are so giving. You know, when they do something, they do it with so much passion and so much attention to detail. And to be honest with you, your staff really doesn't know the military industry. But you know what? They work through it because they're able to just serve with grace and honor, because they know that, you know, the military people have served this country and done things. But I want to applaud you about that, because the command climate at the wellness center is very, very, very wonderful. And the veterans are saying that. People are courteous. People are saying thank you, even though some may say it, gracias, you know what I mean? But they're still saying it in a way that, you know, it's taken to the heart. And I wanted to ask you, how did you structure that command climate?
All right, Brian. So it's nice that you say this, because we have great people.
Yes.
Every single person. The first thing that I do when I walk into the hotel every day, I say hello to everyone. And I mean literally everyone. I give hugs to the cleaning staff, who I love so much, because really what they do is they make that place brilliant, shiny, and that's an impression that a lot of people have of, oh my God, this is so clean, and you just had another tour? I'm like, yeah, we just had another tour, but we have an amazing staff. And everyone loves what they do. Everyone does. They come every day to the hotel and wellness center, and they're happy. Yes. A new guy started this week, and he said, you know what, I worked in a lot of places and I needed this. I needed this job because it changes my perspective. Yes. I'm like, you know what, thank you for that, because I want people to understand our mission and to work with us in the hotel and in the wellness center, and to understand that we have a role to play. You have a role to play from day one on Tuesday, when the first veteran comes from the tour, until they leave on Tuesday. And the role is, it's all about them. They are here for a very important mission, to heal, to better themselves, to create something that they can take back home. And having people that understand that mission, that's valuable. And it's not easy sometimes, but you know what? We do it every day. Every day we do it again. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you. So now I definitely want to open up the space for any questions, either for the tour or for Angelo himself. So we have Margarita, who are going to read out any questions in the chat.
I have Walter. He says, no, July 8th through 15th. I have all paperwork in and I am on standby. He's referring to the tour dates.
Okay, so here we have the tour day. So you said July 8th to 15th. You have all your documents in. So what is the question?
He just said no July. There's no question yet.
Okay, what do you mean by no July?
I think that there was no tour date on.
It's here. It says July 8th to 15th. So yeah, if you turn in all your documents for July 8th to 15th, just make sure, please, that we get your flight information. But if you delivered the 3 documents, and I don't think I went over this, so we do require 3 documents to register. We require a photo ID, we require your disability breakdown letter, and we require your DD-214. If you don't have your disability breakdown letter, you can call the VA and you ask for them to send it to you, and they'll email it to you. But if you turn in those 3 documents, you fill out the registration, we need you to email us confirmation of your flight, and then you're good to go. Go ahead.
Hassan said, I came in a little late. Did you remind them about their passport?
About the passport.
About their passport.
What? I know, but what about the passport?
That's all he said. I came in a little late. Did you remind them about their passport?
Maybe that they need a valid passport. That could be something.
Yes. So yeah, definitely to travel to the Dominican Republic. I don't know if you want to clarify your question, but yeah, if you're traveling to the Dominican Republic, you do need to have your passport up to date.
Absolutely.
Are there any neurologists?
So do we have a neurologist? Good question. Yes. We do have a neurologist. He works at IMG. We've received very, very positive feedback from him. So yes, if you do have that on your disability breakdown letter, then you will see a neurologist sometime during the tour.
What other locations overseas for VCI?
What other locations overseas for VCI? Man, I love this question because we just got started and we're already asking, are there more locations? Well, what I can tell you right now at this moment is no. We are only in Punta Cana. But are there not only other cities in the Dominican Republic, but are other countries on the radar? Yes, it is. It is, and it is something that I'm not going to say is going to come in the next couple months, but in the next couple years, most definitely. Most definitely. The way we're going, the way everybody is supporting, and the way we're growing the business, we will be expanding.
This is from Vicky. I will be in Punta Cana on May 26th. Can I come to Las Flores event? Is there registration? Can I bring a desk? She's referring
To the Memorial Day.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Angela, that's a good question. Do we have a registration, or
Yeah.
how does that process work?
So we're actually posting either today or tomorrow the open invitation. So all events that are veterans events are open, but we will need to RSVP always for the events, because we do have a cutoff of amount of people that will be able to attend, because we are a beautiful hotel and wellness center, but we are not a big one yet. Not a big one yet, right? Maybe in the future we will be able to host more events. But yes, absolutely. Most, and I just want to say, and I'm going to do a little plug, sorry, Jalen, but most of the events that we have at the hotel and wellness center are actually also sponsored by a beautiful foundation that we have, and that is Fundación Punta Cana Community Care, which is the foundation that also promotes veterans events and care here in Punta Cana. Yes. And so also the Memorial Day is going to be sponsored by the foundation.
Perfect. Amazing. So yes, you can definitely come. Please stop by. Yes. There's going to be a whole lot of veterans. It's a great food. It's going to be a great time. So if you're going to be here in Punta Cana on that date, please come. And then real quick before we get to the next question. So I think I know about the July 8th to 15th. There was some talk about making some changes, but we're not making any changes. So if you received something about that date, we're still doing it. We're still doing that tour date, so yes, you can come. Like I said, just make sure you get the flight information confirmed, but we will keep that tour date.
Monica says, I missed the first part, but any visit with doctors, will it be added to our VA records?
That's a good question too. I always get this question. So the simple answer is no. Okay? Just to clarify, we are a private clinic here that we work with the FMP program. So technically, no, we're not sending things directly to the VA. We work with the FMP program, which is a program under the VA. They have their own location, they have their own email, they have their own staff. So no, it will not show up on the VA. But if you want your medical records, so you stay here the week, you want to take your medical records home and continue your care with your doctors in the United States, you can receive your medical records upon request, and we will email them directly to your email.
Hassan says, I just wanted everyone to know that they need a passport to travel.
Okay, thank you, Hassan. And that's Hassan from last tour, right?
Stretch.
Oh,
Stretch.
Stretch.
Oh.
Nice to see you in here. So yes, thank you for the reminder. Definitely you do need your passport. I know some veterans have registered and they don't have their passport, and then we gotta wait through that. So yes, if you're planning on coming, please make sure that not only you have your passport, but that it's not expired.
Monica says, are we able to bring someone with us?
Are you able to bring somebody with you? Yes, you are able to bring 1+1 with you. They do need to stay in the same bed because you will get a 1-bedroom room. But as long as you don't mind sharing that bed, they can come. Now, the plus ones do have access to all the meals that are included for everybody else, all the activities that are included for everybody else, and also they do get certain medical appointments based on their needs and availability.
I want to comment one thing though.
Yes.
If they want to stay at the hotel and wellness center, they have to be an adult.
Yes, that too. So if you do plan on bringing a plus one, just make sure they're over 18. If, I want to just mention this, if you have a child that you want to come with that is under 18, let us know. Please contact us and we will see what we can do. We're not saying no. If you have a kid, we're not saying you can't come. We just have to do it a different way. But we want to allow all veterans. So hopefully that answers your question.
And then Jose, he said, do you guys want me to put the video on? I am here with the new vets. So.
Oh, Jose. Well, do we have any other questions before we do that? No more questions?
Great.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, Jose, if you want to open up the camera and share screen, I think that would be amazing to see live footage of what's going on.
People
right
at the
now.
hotel?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Fun.
So let us know, Margarita. Oh.
So.
And Meek. Apaga el mic. Sí. All right, thank you so much, Jose, for showing us the hotel right now. I think they're having dinner right now. So
Yes, correct.
good dinner too. We got steak on the menu for today. So yeah, I mean, if we have any other questions, you can always reach out to us through email or phone number. Just a quick reminder, we're gonna end the webinar right now. We do these every single week. We do these webinars every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, same time, same link. So it's the same link that you join on this time. You can send it to other veterans, family, friends that you know. If this may benefit a veteran that you know, if this is something that you feel like a veteran may need, because again, we make this very accessible and easy for you to come for this week, invite them to next week. We'll have a different guest every single week. Even if you came to this one, you can come next time and hear about the different guests. Again, if you want to register, go on our website, www.veteranscareinternational.com, fill out the form. We'll get in contact with you. And yeah, thank you for being here on the Tuesday, and enjoy the rest. Oh, we got one more question. Des?
Yes.
Des was here. Des was here a couple days ago too. Yes. Thanks for saying hi. All right, everybody. You enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.